had one job and you failed. In today's video, we're checking out photos all across the internet where people literally just failed at doing their job. Now, I know what you're thinking, Garrett, how can people fail their job? Well, let's start off with picture number one. As you guys can see, this person created a bench. They placed the bench here, they bolted the bench down, and they went ahead and also made sure it was right in front of a drain. How does this happen? Imagine you're sitting on this bench, right? And next thing you know, water comes pouring out of this drain right on top of you. Better yet, this bench over time itself is just gonna rot because you have so much water constantly being poured onto this one spot of this bench. Now keep in mind, this whole wall could have been used for this bench placement, but for some reason they decided to go ahead and put it right here. Why this happens, I have no idea, but it did. And honestly, it's pretty sad. So yeah. Or right here, they hired a lawn service, and for the last month they've been mowing this guy's lawn and they never once moved this cone. Now I have reason to believe that this is actually longer than a month, because there is no way that the grass grew this much in 1 month. I don't think grass even grows that much in a month. Is that possible? Regardless, these lawn men have definitely been not moving this cone because it grew almost to the size of the cone, to the point where the grass was coming out of the top of this cone. Imagine how simple it could have been. They just had to move the cone a little bit and they would have been good to go. But regardless, let's go to the next photo, because as you guys can see, yeah, they didn't know what these bananas were called, so they called it long yellow things. Imagine going to the grocery store and saying, "Hi, I would like to buy some bananas," and the guy goes, "What is a banana?" And then the guy goes, you know, the yellow fruit. "Oh, you mean the long yellow things? We got those in stock." Yeah. How is this a thing? You had one job. The name is a banana, product of Ecuador, 78 cents per pound. For some reason, totally missed that, and we have long yellow things. Yep. That's the thing. Grocery stores. We're back at it. Just saw the long yellow things. I keep wanting to say young yellow things. Long yellow things. Now we have the water aisle. Now you're probably wondering to yourself, Garrett, this is not the water aisle. I know it's not the water aisle. Someone clearly messed up. I don't know how they put the wine bottles where the water goes, but regardless, we have a sign that says water. And honestly, I'm sure some of you guys in 2021 can agree that they would love to drink wine every day instead of water. If wine had the same effect that water does and it rehydrates your body at the adequate amount, I would be drinking wine all day, because honestly, that's at the point of my life where I'm at. Speaking of water, this is pretty useless, all right? They built a sewer so that water could flow out of the streets. And for whatever reason, they made the sewer so elevated that the water couldn't be drained. So like, imagine you have a job, you fail your job, and the thing that you installed is now rendered useless. Like, this sewer isn't underwater. It is useless. There's no reason for this sewer to exist. They need to just go ahead and remake the sewer, lower it a little bit, do something, because clearly it's absolutely, they're probably wondering, why does this street always get flooded? Well, I figured out why. It's because the sewer you installed is useless. You know what else is useless? Apparently geography, because someone made a shirt, like they went out of their way to make a whole shirt and they put Africa on the shirt. This is Africa, all right? And the letters below, they put Asia. Now listen, I know they both start with A's, so maybe you got a little confusing, like Asia, Africa, they're like the same first letter. They almost have the same number of letters in the word. They both end in A and start with A, so Africa, Asia, same thing, right? Wrong! This is not right. This is an embarrassment. You know, I have reason to believe that this was an American that made this shirt. This is probably one of those shirts made in the USA, super proud. We're like, yeah, we did this, yeah. And this is the product that they're selling. You know what? That's a thing. Regardless, this is also a thing. These boxes clearly say do not stack, as you guys can see. But for some reason, someone's like, whatever this says, I can't read it. We're stacking these. Do not stack, more like do stack, because that's exactly what they did. They took what they were supposed to do and said, forget the rules. I run this warehouse. We're stacking these. Now, we have one whole column here, one to the right, and then one to the right of that. So just bear in mind, there is probably hundreds of these stacked. Now, if they didn't stack them, I don't even know how they would store these. There's not enough, like, flooring in a warehouse to store all these boxes like this. So they would have to, like, just cover the floor. I don't know why you can't stack these. This better be, like, really precious cargo. Speaking of really precious, this metal is really precious because this guy worked hard for his metal, but he realized something very interesting. Instead of coming in third place, he came in thirst place. Thirst place. Like first place, but thirst place. Thirst place. I don't know how this is a thing, but yeah. Let me know in the comments. Have you ever come in thirst place? Thirst place? Hopefully not, because honestly, that's a mess. Speaking of a mess, this is a drawer someone actually installed into their place. Yep, this is a thing. How we even got here, I have no idea. But as you guys can clearly see, somebody messed up. Somebody messed up real bad. Or like this, you had one job, label the freaking knives. They put the knives in the spoons container. How? How is that a thing? Like, imagine you are packaging these things and you're like, you know what? Let's throw this in the spoons container. Bruh, how did you get this so wrong? Please let me know, because I don't understand it. Or like this fortune cookie, which is clearly a lie. The whole thing of this fortune cookie is a lie. The job is well done. No, the job is not well done. This is a load of garbage. Literally a load of what? How is this a thing? Please explain to me how this is a job well done. Makes no sense to me. The fortune's supposed to go inside the cookie. This is just a fortune wrapper with a cookie. Not a fortune cookie. It's just a fortune and a cookie. They're just together. They're not in one. And that's so sad because that takes away the whole fun of the fortune cookie. Okay, listen. This guy had one job for this billboard. It was to put the lady together. All right. As you guys can see, he sort of failed at putting the lady together. How this even, like, it's not like he was doing this while he was blind, right? He could see what he was doing when he put the first one up. How he got them wrong, like, it blows my mind. Literally why?